And I thought Australia is like the best place. Yeah, I left him.
Yeah.
Do you have plans on going back to the Philippines for good? Nakapag-cheat na ba yung asawa mo sa'yo? Hi, Czi's! Grab some drinks kasi baka mahaba-haba ang kwentuhan natin today. This is my favorite drink. This is the lemon, lime, and bitters Cascade. So, I always make it a point na uminom sa glass kasi baka madumi yung can, ganon. So, it's so good. Okay, so yesterday nag-post ako sa Instagram, sa Facebook, ng story, and meron siyang parang feature doon wherein you can ask me some questions, and I thought this would be fun for you to get to know me better. So, i-merge natin yung questions natin from Instagram, from Facebook, and I'll answer them. Yung unang tanong natin is from Acosta Hannah. So, Hannah is actually a schoolmate. No. Oh my God. I have a memory of a goldfish. No. Time na nag-Ateneo siya, nag-Manila na ako. So, Zee kasi is my nickname ever since. Ang dami kasi nahihirapan sa name ko. My full first name is Lizeal. It's spelled as L-I-E-Z-E-I-L. It's a palindrome. Pwede mo siya i-spell backwards. Same pa din siya. Like, Lizeal pa din. But most often than not, people couldn't pronounce it properly. Hence, I tell them that you just call me Zale. But even with Zale, they find it hard to pronounce it. So, nag-end up ako sa Z. And it's more cute. Diba? So, she asked me, when will the borders be open? Ang borders ay open for Australian and permanent residents, and I think if you have been to New Zealand for the past 14 days or so, pwede ka ding pumasok. I'll just include na lang here yung list from the immigration website. There's no clear timeline as to when sila mag-open. I think the last update na meron was go-open ata sila for a certain number of students na pwede ni-allow per fortnight. However, due to the rising number of COVID cases dito sa Australia, and as you probably have heard or you have seen my other video, naka-lockdown yung Sydney ngayon and different areas ng Australia. So, baka madidelay na naman ang pagbukas ng borders for the international students. So, unfortunately, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that's just how it is as of the moment. So, the next question is, I have from Diana Z_87. Thank you so much for your question, Diana. She asked me, how old are you, Z? And at what age did you move to Aussie? You know, I stopped counting when I turned 25. I don't know kung ako lang or I hope hindi ako nag-iisa. Lagi na ako nagkakamali when someone's asking me for my age. So now I am 27. So I'm 27, I'm turning 28 this year, and I moved to Australia when I was 22. So the next question we have is from Michelle Doble. This is a comment. She asked me, ano po yung work mo ngayon dyan sa Australia? Silent viewer po. Sana po magbukas na yung border para makapunta na kami dyan. So thank you so much, Michelle. I am part of the admin team ng isang healthcare provider. So the next question we have is from Mary Grace Azurin Aldecoa. Mary Grace is actually part of Ken's barkada. Back then, nung umaalis-alis kami, like we chat, pero nung nandito na, tsaka lang kami nagkaroon like ng constant communication. Char, hindi naman very constant, but like nagme-message with each other. So yun, so thank you so much, Grace. And also, happy birthday kay Baby Jeff. Alright, so yung question ni Mary Grace ay, when was the last time you did something for the first time? And ano yun? January, nag-indoor skydiving ako with my workmates. Pumunta kami summer sa may Blue Mountains area for a business trip. And then, nagkaroon kami ng mga activities. So, one of the activity that we did was indoor skydiving. I really wanted to try skydiving before I turned 30, and this is something na at least nagawa ko kahit papaano. So, meron isang parang tube, and then doon sa tube na yon may lumalabas na hangin sa baba, and then may mga tricks kayong pwedeng gawin para mas mataas yung pag-angat niyo. Medyo pricey lang siya to do, but yeah, it was so much fun, different experience, you know, adrenaline rush. Para ka na din talaga nagsa-skydive kasi wala kang kahit anong harness, wala kang kahit anong safety, whatever na naka-attach sa'yo. It's just purely the air. Yun. The next question we have is from Lady Ashiri. She's also doing Aussie videos. Check her out when you have time. So yung question ni Lady Ashiri is, what's your MBTI? Anong MBTI sis? Teka, check ko. Personality test. Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. So, what's your personality type? Use the questions on the outside of the chart to determine the 4 letters of your Myers-Briggs type. For each... Hi, baby!
Hello! Hi, mga sisters!
Bumaba si Ken kasi nilagay niya yung mga benta-benta niya ng champion. Ito, one of the example. Itong champion na hoodie. So, kung gusto niyong bumili, PM is the key. So, for each pair of letters, choose the side that seems most natural to you, even if you don't agree with every description. So, number 1 is, are you out? Am I talkative? I am talkative to selective people. Either A. Sis, napahirapan mo ako. Sige, I'll choose na lang introversion because I'm more of that. I am sensing. And then, how do you prefer to make decisions? Most often than not, based on feeling. Alright, so last is, how do you prefer to live your... I prefer to make plans and want to know what I'm getting myself into. And I think rules and deadlines should be respected. That's totally me. So I am ISFJ. Okay, I found my answer. Warm, considerate, gentle, responsible, pragmatic, thorough, devoted caretakers who enjoy being helpful to others. Medyo tama naman siya. So I have a question from Christine Mendoza. She asked me, what was the turning point on deciding to move to Australia? Ako, ever since I was a kid, I've always dreamed of living abroad. While I was in college, I was already working back then. I was working with Telstra. So Telstra is a telco company sa Australia. And nung graduate ako, I was still working there. Then I felt like I needed to do something different. I felt like I needed to, you know, progress on my career. And I felt like hindi ako magpo-progress sa Telstra. So I have applied sa bank. With the influence of my mom, because she previously worked in a bank. Gusto ko yung nabibilang ng pera, gusto ko yung maging teller. And then, the day that I should start with my job sa bank, I retracted my resignation sa Telstra. So, bumalik ako doon and bumalik ako sa aking comfort zone. Naduwag ako sa pag-try ng something new. But the eagerness is still there. Wala lang nagpo-push sa akin. Tapos sobrang dami kong gustong gawin. Hindi ko alam kung saan magsimula. I'm undecided as to kung ano ba talagang gagawin ko. Then, my auntie, who is a British citizen, she moved from the UK to Australia. Tapos sabi niya sa mom ko, why don't you ask Zee to come here? Yun yung parang hinanap ko na push button. And habang iniisip ko siya, the more ko siyang gustong gawin. Tapos I was putting all the pieces together, you know, lahat ng mga situations, experiences na I've gone through, parang lahat siya. It all leads me to this path. Nag-work ako sa isang telco company, tapos sa Australian company pa siya. Yung mga ganong small things, ganon ako na type of person. And then, bilang may mga support naman ako around me, although meron naman din mga nag-doubts. Pero, yung time na yon sabi ko, ito na talaga yun for me. Opportunity kasi will come sa right time. Tapos, kahit feeling mo hindi ka pa ready, pero kung iti-take mo yung opportunity na yon, kasi simulan mo yung proseso, magiging ready ka na din. So, yung next is question from JJ_93. Sige, Anete! Kulit. Alam nyo, lagi kong pinapaalis si Kenneth kapag nag-vlog ako kasi feeling ko hindi ko kayang maging comfortable, hindi ko kayang maging ako kapag nandyan siya. Nahiya pa din ako. Ito, asawa ko na to. What more kapag ibang tao. Kaya hindi ba din ako napag-vlog successfully sa labas. Back to JJ_93. So her question was, what motivates you to start vlogging? My motivation to start vlogging before was my thirst for travel. Hence the WanderZee. Doon ang galing yung WanderZee. Back when I was still in the Philippines, I used to travel. Kahit locally lang, it's fine. And I think andun ako sa age na I do wanna keep exploring. Tapos di ba nga nag-move ako dito. So lumayo ako. Australia kasi is geographically far from the countries. So kumbaga yung mga places na gusto kong puntahan, hindi ko napupuntahan kasi I would need to pay a lot of money. And may mga priorities pa ako noon. Nung time na tatapos na ako, Ken moved here naman, nakapag-settle na kami dito, we started with Fiji. And then after that year, sabi ko, mag-start na talaga ako mag-vlog. Tapos, hindi nga kami makaalis kasi nga may COVID. And then, ngayon naman, yung motivation ko is kayo na, yung mga CZs ko, mga sisters ko. Whenever I do receive comments or messages, appreciation coming from you guys. Kasi I try to learn continuously. I try to do better. Nakikita nyo kung yung pag-improve ko. Most recent yung video ko about days in my life. Kasi ang daming nakapansin nung editing skills ko daw. So yun, natutuwa ako kapag ganun. And kahit na yung mga shopping videos lang namin, kahit hindi naman siya puro facts, eh gusto ko yung matutuwa pa din kayo. Like, if ever ako yung viewer, it is something that I would want to watch. And I do want my channel to have that balance. Na ayokong puro lang hardcore reality talk, hardcore facts. Gusto ko may balance din for you to like see kung how's life here abroad. And also, to welcome you sa life ko. So, travel was my main motivation when I started vlogging. And then, ngayon, kayo na. Now that I have you guys. Cheesy. Alright, so the next question is from AG Valencia _ Thank you so much. He asked me if, would you recommend living in Sydney or Melbourne? I couldn't entirely differentiate Sydney and Melbourne kasi nung pumunta ako ng Melbourne, it was only for a vacation. Although, I really didn't see myself living in Melbourne. Walang ganung vibes. Then, nung nagpunta ako ng Gold Coast, may ganung klaseng vibe ako na parang pwede ata ako dito. So, hindi ko talaga siya ma-differentiate. I'm so sorry. Hindi ko masabing mas better si Melbourne or mas better si Sydney kasi sa Sydney lang talaga ako tumira. So, I hope that makes sense. The next question is, yup, it's Clara. So, thank you so much. She asked me, what made you decide to move to Australia and do you have plans of going back to the Philippines? So, besides sa gusto ko talagang tumira sa ibang bansa, as I have mentioned earlier, I wanted to start my life somewhere where I can see my future, somewhere where I want my kids to grow up, somewhere where I want myself and my family to settle down. And I thought Australia is like the best place with everything, yung mga better dito. For example, like healthcare, education, and the country itself. And if I have plans on going back, talagang constant discussion siya between the two of us. And ngayon kasi na-differentiate ko yung Australia and Philippines. Australia is like better in terms of like mostly everything. Pero yung Philippines kasi, yung family mo nandun, yung social relationships, hindi talaga matatalo ng Australia yung Philippines in that regard. Minsan nawa-weigh ko sila na parang maybe I would like my kids to, you know, grow up with family around, yung ganon. Another question is from Chewy.Cherry. Do you have plans on going back to the Philippines for good? We are open if that would ever happen. Pero as of now, wala pang definite plan on whether we would really go back or we would stay here. So, we'll see how we go, we'll see how everything flows, and if feeling namin ng asawa ko na it's about time to go home, then we will, of course, yes. As long as we are together. Let's go with the next question. This one is from Elvin Ryan Gonzalez. So, kasama ko siya sa work with Telstra before. So, hi Z! Musta? I'm good. I hope you are too. Ano yung one thing na naka-add to cart na pero hindi mo ma-check out? Ang dami sis. One thing na hindi ko talaga ma-check out is Chanel bag in caviar leather. Black and gold hardware. That's one thing talaga na gusto kong bilhin, but I think at the moment, hindi talaga siya practical with my lifestyle. And besides that, wala din naman akong papili. Alam niyo yun? So, tinorture ko lang yung sarili ko nung nag-inquire ako if may stock. Tapos they're like, yeah, my stock, you can come anytime. I'm like, oh, yes. I don't even know why I did that. And ito kasi mga luxury brands, di talaga nagsisale, diba? So hanggang sale na nga lang yung pag-asa natin eh. Mag-sale naman kayo, mga sis. Anyway, next question is from _Monana. Her question is, when are you planning to have kids? Dati sabi ko, 25, magpapakasal na ako. Which, yeah, nagpakasal ako 25. And then, a year or 2, magkaka-baby na. But ngayon, we'll add more years to that. Maybe 30 or 31. Although kapag binigyan naman kami ni Ken ng baby, it's a blessing. So, pero sa ngayon, kung pwedeng hindi mo na. Oh, another question from Elvin Ryan Gonzalez. He asked me, how many kids do you want? Ako, I personally just want 1 or 2 para may kalaro siya. Pero, tanan si Ken. Babe, how many kids do you want?
13. 13.
What the hell?
How many kids do you want? I'll be happy with whatever you want.
Kung saan masaya si wifey, eh, no?
Ikaw magbibit-bit nun eh. That's gonna be your body. Kapag gusto mong mag-ampon, we'll go with that. Kita mag-ampon like 13. 13 ang gusto ko.
What?
13.
No!
13. Tapos pare-pareho sila ng age 13. Kasali tayo isang liga, tayo lang, isang buong pamilya.
So the next question is from I am Mary and Clyde. Tama ba? Pagkasabi ko, sis? Or I am Marine Clyde. Uy, correct me if I'm wrong. Comment down below. Can we be friends in real life? I so like your personality. Wow! And lifestyle. Oh, thank you, sis! Of course naman, para tayo maging friends. Bakit naman hindi? Eh, dito naman sa YouTube community, daw you'll be able to gain friends. Once you come here, yeah, let me know, hit me up. Let's meet up. Alright, so we are down to the last 3, mga sis. Chill lang kayo dyan. From Albert Caloy Panganiban. Ay, Nognog. Nognog ang tawag ko sa kanya. Ang tanong niya is, sino mas pogi sa amin ni Kenneth? Ay, Bobby, sino mas pogi sa inyo ni Albert?
Ako!
Ikaw?
Oo, ako!
Uy.
Di na yun ako!
Oh my God! Yung gano'n ba ko?
Si Albert pala.
Feeling ko si Albert.
Sweldo na next week. Ayusin mo yung sagot.
May jowa si Albert, di ba?
Wala.
Di ba sila pa yung nung girl?
Wala.
Feeling ko si Albert. Ano siya? Dark and handsome. Na may abs. Hindi lang siya tall. Miss you, Nog-Nog. Alright. So, the next question is from Veer Ivan Brent Relohero Mamolo. So, yung question niya is, nakapag-cheat na ba yung asawa mo sa'yo ever? Ha ha ha. Let's ask Ken again. Hey, Bobby, nakapag-cheat ka na ba sa akin ever?
Never! Have I? Never!
Anyway, so yun na yung sagot, Kuya Ivan. Alright, the next question. Ito na yung ating last one. Bobby, can you join me on this? Sabi ni D. Rose. Curious po sa love story ng husband niyo po. Hi.
Love story, like, paano nagkita?
I don't know. Sabi niya lang, curious po sa love story ng husband niyo.
Na-meet mo ako sa school.
No, we didn't meet.
Nakakahiya na!
Hindi tayo nag-meet sa school.
Pero first mo ko nakita sa may school dahil sa nagka-campaign kami for student student council.
Yeah. So this guy is a popular kid.
Hindi sakto
He is a president of the dance troupe sa school.
Sakto.
Kung saan kami nag-college. And I was this, you know, silent type girl. Hindi nagpa-participate sa kahit ano, other activities. Tapos, he was in a relationship that time. And then, we frequently go out kasi yung friend ko, parang nire-reto ba? Or they're like, kind of like a thing.
Yeah. They were dating. Tapos, kita ko ni Zale first. Well, at least na-notice niya ako first nung nag-campaign for student council. Tapos, nagustuhan niya na ako noon.
No
Tapos,
way!
he started messaging me, ganyan. Tapos, niyaya niya ako one time to go out para manood ng
No
movie.
way!
This is my story. Ako yung tinata.
But then yeah, but we really met sa bar. Tapos, nag-offer siya ng ice cream sa akin. Doon nalaman ko na talaga may gusto siya sa akin. Lahat ng mga nag-offer sa inyo ng ice cream, mga sis, beware. Talagang ano na yan. No, but then yeah, he was in a relationship that time. Tapos ako naman, I was into this other guy. And then, I was kind of like accepting ligaw din from other guys. Tapos, yun, lagi tayong maalis no? Naging single na siya. And then, niligawan niya yung mom ko. Sinusuyo niya yung mom ko. Dinadaan niya doon sa nanay ko bago sa akin. Which is good. Kasi, you know, I haven't introduced any other guy sa mom ko. After 6 months, we became official.
Si.
And dinala ko siya sa Zamboanga.
Si.
Sa aking hometown. That's why he says "see" all the time, because it's a Spanish word or Chabacano word for yes.
Yes.
And then that's it. After 3 years, I moved here.
After 3
3
years, you
years
left
again.
me. I moved here.
No, after 3 years of our relationship, I moved here.
She left me.
Yeah, I left him.
Ayun, after
And
3 years,
then,
you moved here.
after another 3 years of LDR, nagpakasal kami. Yun. But before that, before I moved here pala, nag-propose siya sa Hong Kong. When we went sa Hong Kong. Nothing fancy at all. Walang ring, walang kahit ano. He just...
I mean, since hindi namin binigyan ako sa yung paper ring.
Yeah. After another 1 year, he moved here naman. After 2 years, this is where we are at the moment. Or turning 3 years. So, total of 9 years.
Yeah. 2012. We started 2012, yeah.
And turning 9 this October. Yeah.
Ang love story namin was, I was always and had been into her, pero I wasn't her type-ish. Parang ganon. Though technically, na-meet ko nga siya sa bar, pero I've never liked someone na-meet ko sa bar. Kasi feeling ko sila yung mga alagayin Sila yung inom ng inom, tapos they get wasted and all. Ayoko ng ganon type ng responsibility. Pero yun, shit happens. So, lagi siyang drunk nung college. Well, not like all the time, pero like pag nandun kami minsan sa may bahay ni Chorla. Hi, Karen! You're watching this, hello. So, sometimes she gets drunk dun sa bahay. Pero pag nasa bahay lang. Tapos ako, I was never her type. Yeah. Pero we have our ways. Yan. So, niligawan ko yung parents niya at first. Not really like yung parent niya at first, yung mom niya. Not really like ligaw-ligaw, pero sobrang makulit kasi ako. So, ligaw-ligaw sa mom niya. Tapos, those easy naman. Every once in a while, we still go out. Pero yun, hanggang sa nagustuhan na ako ng mom niya, tapos we went to Zamboanga, and then nagustuhan din ako na nung lola niya and all.
Yeah.
Yung mine is all like personality. Yung man lang pinatabi sa'yo, kakahiya.
If you wanna know more about our love story, let me know, and isasama ko.
No!
Kasi ayaw niya sumama sa mga videos ko.
No!
Buti nga.
To know.
Buti nga. Sumama siya bigla eh.
Wala na kayo masyadong kailangan malaman.
Yan, that's just it for today.
Sobrang nakaya naman yun. May dami. Mas pogi ako kay Albert Tsaka maliit yun. 5'2" lang yun.
Hence, I said dark
5'2"
and
lang yun.
handsome.
Ano yun? Dark and 5'2". Yun
With
si Albert,
abs. With 6-pack. Asa 6-pack mo? But anyway, yeah, so thank you so much for today. I hope you've enjoyed. I really enjoyed answering all your questions.
Ano na ako?
Oo na ka na. nanonood pa din kayo ngayon, thank you so much for staying. And thank you for everyone who sent their questions. Probably have another one later on kung gusto nyo ng this kind of videos. And I'll see you on my next one.